Let's talk about why Black creators don't have the same followings as their white counterparts. I can speak from experience as a creator of over 16 years. I'm probably one of the few people who's been doing it for this long, but I don't have over 100,000 followers. Now, this could be for any number of reasons. I don't necessarily fit into certain trends or a typical Black girl aesthetic. I started off doing fashion and not beauty, but let's look at some more general reasons. Well, obviously, there's a biggie. Racism. There are some people who might follow a Zoella, a Molly May, but they won't necessarily follow a Black creator. Also, white creators can attract a wide-ranging audience, including those with problematic views. If you look at when Alex Cooper of Call Her Daddy interviewed Kamala Harris, a lot of her followers were Trump supporters, and there was a bit of a backlash. And I find that some white creators are surprised that their audience can have such different views. Black creators don't necessarily have that crossover audience. I think in the past, a lot of non-Black people didn't watch Black creators, especially beauty creators, because they thought, how relevant is it for me if they're using a darker foundation? But a lot of us would watch our white counterparts and we'd look at the way they apply their makeup. The shades might be different, but there's still something that we could take from it. I do wonder if things like TikTok are changing the game. I have seen white people comment on Black creators saying, I'm getting served all this content on weaves and other things. So maybe things are changing slowly. A lot of the PRs are white and they don't understand the plight of Black creators. We can have bigger US followings, for example. One creator was told this by her management, but they couldn't really give her any concrete advice to grow her UK following. The algorithms are also biased. My current Explore page shows me a lot of Black women, but if I look at one of my other accounts, there are none. And if I sign into a different YouTube account, it shows me more white creators. Another one is the pay gap. If Black influencers are making less money, then they don't necessarily have the time to dedicate to this as they're having to work another job. They may not be able to go to the events to network. And I believe that marginalized creators should be charging more as they can have a lot more impact. If there's a young Black girl and she sees a darker skinned creator with afro hair doing well, it can make them feel more represented and positively about themselves. If you are white, I am curious to know if you feel empowered by white influencers. It does seem like a lot of the bigger Black influencers are coming from shows such